The IGN Gamescom team is still going strong over there in Germany, bringing you news and live coverage from one of the biggest gaming events on Earth. They go live at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and there are tons of new updates going up around the clock to the point that the Daily Fix has trouble keeping up. So for everything coming out of this behemoth of a show, click the link on the screen. But for now, here are some of the biggest stories we could fit into this little tiny video. One of the major highlights from Gamescom is brand new Resident Evil 2 gameplay footage, and for those in attendance, Capcom also had a playable demo of Claire Redfield's part in the extremely anticipated remake. IGN get a chance to talk to Resident Evil 2 producer Tsuyoshi Kanata about the game. Kanata touted its photorealistic graphics, easily the best in the series, and honestly, you can just kind of look at them to tell that for yourself. We also heard about the new camera angles and how they really drive home the utter terror, and to make sure they were being true to the original, the developers played through the original Resident Evil 2 in groups while working on this new remake. Now, one of the weirdest and most intriguing demos at Gamescom is for BioMutant. It is generating a ton of buzz. You play as a raccoon-like critter in a radioactive wasteland, and there are over 500,000 weapon varieties available. We spoke to creative director Stefan Youngvist about the combat system, and he described it as a cross between Arkham Asylum, Devil May Cry, and Ratchet & Clank, which sounds like a ton of fun. Meanwhile, the game's narrative is open-ended, only semi-linear, leaving players free to save or destroy the world as they see fit, and if those game mechanics don't get your attention, there is a monster called a Fluff Hulk, which eats radioactive berries and poops coffee. BioMutant comes out sometime next summer, and we will definitely be keeping an eye on this one. Ubisoft will not release a new Assassin's Creed game next year, continuing its streak of, inconsistently breaking its streaks. The franchise has typically added a new game every year since 2007, except for 2016 and now 2019 next year. There will also not be any spin-offs or smaller games to make up the difference. Instead, Ubisoft will focus on new content for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. One rumor, according to Eurogamer, is that this may include an Atlantis-themed expansion, which, knowing Ubi's attention to detail, will be the most factually and historically accurate depiction of the fictional island to date. Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes out October 5th of this year for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and that is your Daily Fix for August 22nd. Now that you're caught up, check out even more Gamescom coverage. We talked to Blizzard's Pete Stillwell about all things Diablo 3, which, if you haven't heard, is coming to Switch. With that, I'm Max Scoville. Don't forget to download the IGN app, follow the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and remember, you can always get your fix at IGN.com.